I had some engagements down south, so I took this opportunity to visit Muar in Johor. Now Muar is halfway from KL to the fourth. I can't pronounce that word. English is my second language. Okay, the number 4 biggest city in Malaysia, Johor Bahru, the capital of Johor. It's kind of at the border between Malacca and Johor. It's considered one of the cleanest tourist cities in Southeast Asia, along with Penang. And not gonna lie, I saw this with my own eyes. I mean, I've actually lived here for a few years back in the day, but back then I was young and way too uncultured to appreciate this place, the streets, the food, the cleanliness, And throughout my trip, I couldn't find a single speck of trash that is not inside the bin. If you don't believe me, you're welcome to pixel peep all the photos. Let's dial it back a little. On the journey, we stopped by Bangi or Bandar Baru Bangi, a suburban town outside KL, to grab breakfast at a place called Lily Cups. 2 bagels, one with beef and another with salmon, and then a dessert kind of bagel with chocolate on it. I'll be real, the price is a bit too steep. All of this costed me 64.5 ringgit, around 14 to 15 USD, and you will learn that throughout the whole journey, this is the most expensive meal. The beef bagel was kinda good, but not good enough for the price. It kinda tastes like a Subway or O'Brien sandwich, but with a bagel. I guess bagels are expensive since the Malaysian passport doesn't allow us to travel to Israel. Do you love Israel? Right? The salmon one was right, and the dessert bagel was, I just took a pinch. The bagels were soft, that's about it. It was alright. Now, on the highway, and then we reach Muar. And one thing about this city is it doesn't have a 4 to 5 star hotel, bro. And I'll be real, I like comfort. I ain't one of those, I'm not a tourist, I'm a traveler, travel. Nah. None of that eat, pray, love YouTube shit. I fucking love comfort. And hells yeah, I'm a tourist. So when I'm traveling locally, I like to find comfort. But nah, not here. We had to resort to a 1 or 2 star hotel. However, it was the most highly rated by Agoda users, okay? But it had problems, bro. The shower is smaller than a Japanese camper van toilet. Water was outflowing all over the place. The plumbing was wild. On my side of the bed, there was a faint smell of, I don't want to say it because I didn't see any, but I'm going to say it. It had a faint smell of cockroaches, okay? But there was none. And at about 12 a.m., the room next door decided to have a full-on podcast while watching TikToks on full volume. And I guess the walls were thin because I could hear every single word. It's like they had Shure mics. Everything was clear as hell. And I could hear every single lyrics to the songs they were playing on TikTok. And I'll be real, the playlist wasn't bad. But it's fine though, I'm not really pissed. I was so tired I managed to sleep through all of that. And thankfully, considering this was a budget hotel, there was no Islamic officers knocking on the doors. By the way, this is a thing in Malaysia. Religious officers will scour hotels and knock on the doors looking for naked ladies. Something which the Prophet, peace be upon him, never did. What's private is private. So what they are doing and they've been doing is practically dumb and possibly haram. A bunch of dumb fucks pretending to be religious. But I'm not worried though, cause I'm good. I don't do the fuckeries. I just find it idiotic. Anyway, for dinner, we had mee bandung at JIS Central. I think 2 plates cost about 18 ringgit, 4 to 5 USD. Now mee bandung is a Muar staple. Not gonna lie, I'm not a mee bandung kind of guy, so while this tasted okay, I wasn't fully able to appreciate it. It's a bit sweet to me, but that's just mee bandung, that's the brand. It's alright. So if you like the dish, give this place a try. However, I think there's a better place nearby called Muar Santai, which we were supposed to go to but was closed. The location is a vibe though. It's at like some kind of bus stop, parking lot. It's right next to the river leading up to the sea. I'm sure there's a name for that, and I'm sure it has something to do with the name of this whole ass district, Muar, but I didn't pay attention in school. From here you can see the mosque across the bridge and what looks like a shopping mall, but it's actually a factory. And are you kidding me? This city is clean as hell. Look at this car park. How is this car park cleaner than a hotel lobby? And speaking of the hotel, I never said the name, right? It's Muar Traders. Next time I might try one of the fancy boutique hotels, but they were fully booked. And despite Muar Traders being disappointing, I'm not gonna judge because it's a 1-star hotel at 2-star at most. Waking up in the morning though, the thing about this particular hotel was number 1, it had some good views, and number 2, the restaurant for the breakfast was aesthetically amazing. Straight out of the Ghibli anime, bro. It's like an effortless boutique hotel, except it isn't. It's an old-ass hotel, so the aesthetics are honest and effortlessly pleasing. And they even had a balcony. Amazing. Like a balcony full of tables and chairs. You can eat there. But that's that. Alright, we had a light breakfast because we aimed to have a proper Muar breakfast. Okay? And that is satay. People in Muar have satay for breakfast, so all the popular joints had a queue. We saw this one place and just decided, f*** it. Let's try this one, right? It wasn't one of the most famous ones, but it was also semi-full. But we did find a table away from the main shop in front of a barber shop and ordered, I think it was 10 chicken satay and 10 beef, 2 ice kosong. If you're traveling in Malaysia, you need to memorize the words ice kosong. It's plain water with ice, okay? Some older people might call it sky juice. Now all of that costed us 25 ringgit, 5 to 6 USDs. You're not getting this kind of prices in KL, bro. No way. And the shop is called Satay Combat. All the waiters were really nice and most of them looked like a member of the Avengers. I'm guessing ex-soldiers. But they were nice, bro. They kept checking if we got all of our food and got a bit disappointed with themselves that we weren't served in time, even though the service wasn't slow at all. I guess they had standards. The satays though, I'm telling you right now, especially the chicken satay, this is the best satay I've tasted in my adult life. Soft, not too much fat, not too much flesh either, just the right ratio. And just the right amount of sweetness. KL, pay attention. You need help. All these satays in KL and even the capital of satay, Kajang, are 10 times sweeter than cakes. If I ate a dessert after eating a satay in KL, the dessert would taste like bitter gourd. Do you know what bitter gourd is? It's the thing you eat to cure diabetes. It's bitter as hell. The dessert would taste bitter as hell compared to the satays in KL. It's wild. Everything in KL have gotten way too sweet. It's an epidemic. So this satay is an eye-opener, okay? No wonder they eat this stuff for breakfast. It's amazing. Anyway, we took a long walk towards the coffee place and enjoyed the Muar city streets. It's beautiful. There are a lot of bollards. Am I the only one appreciating the amount of bollards in this city? Amazing. And the old town vibe is unbeatable. This is like Penang or Ipoh or even Malacca without the tourists. So we were free to just walk everywhere, taking photos of the street art, no photo bombs. Most of the tourists are local tourists, I guess, right? And you know, just walking, appreciating the architecture. I like looking at the aesthetics of buildings. I like looking at unique shop lots, back streets, street art, cute-ass buildings of various architectural history. It is what it is. And Muar delivered, okay? So we arrived at a coffee shop, but the signature drink wasn't available, so I ordered a milkshake. And it was amazing. This coffee, 434 coffee, or 343 if you're a football fan, is probably better than white coffee, no offense. Both are great though. Malaysian coffee is the best. Fuck all y'all. Time to check out from this funky ass hotel. Now, before driving to JB or Johor Bahru, we had lunch at Murtabak Singapura or Singapore. When I was younger, a friend of mine gave me a piece of this murtabak to try, and it blew my mind. Since then, I vowed to one day return to this place once I could afford it and had my own transportation. I never did. But today, I got time, okay? I did, however, go to actual Murtabak Singapore shops a few times in Singapore, the country, which I guess is the origin of the dish. But not this particular shop in Muar. But like I said, today, I got time. You know what? Having tasted this now, it's amazing. Beautiful. It might even be better than the ones in Singapore, the OG. Not as wild. It has all the Murtabak Singapore hallmarks. The eggs, the meats, the whatever, but it's closer to roti, while the Singapore ones are closer to pastry, right? So this might be a winner. And also the sauce. The ones in Singapore, the main sauce is curry, but this one was served with, I don't know, vinegar and roast water or something like that, which is a common Malaysian murtabak thing. But this was murtabak Singapore, I don't know, but I've always liked murtabak served with that. Although what's better would be to mix that with curry. Anyway, this is not a podcast about murtabak, so we're off to JB and we're gonna fast forward because we enjoyed Muar so much. On our way back from JB to KL, we went to Muar again and I got to taste the winning dish. This is New Eastern Hotel and Restaurant. I'm not sure if they even have a hotel, but they definitely have a restaurant right in the center of Muar City. It serves old school Hainanese chicken chop and whatever. Now, I'm a big fan of Hainanese chicken chop. I ate them back in my hometown when I was a child, but as an adult, I could never find this particular taste ever again, except maybe in smaller cities. I tasted it once in Ipoh, but they changed the flavor kinda. So the Hainanese chicken chops you usually find in the more modern stores, they don't taste like this. They taste way too sweet and sour and a bit greasy. This restaurant is everything, bro. Look at it. The pastel pink and cyan wooden dividers hiding the private tables from the main hall. The photos of old people. Who the fuck are they, you wonder? The tall ceilings. The collection of Coke bottles from the beginning of time. And the fucking chicken chop. 13 ringgit. 3 USD. You're not getting this price in KL. They didn't even charge us for the ice kosong. Amazing. Look at this beauty. Look at this. This is it. This is the taste of my childhood. I can't even describe it. You would have to be here. And don't forget to bring your throat and your stomach. Cause when you eat it, it's a whole vibe in your mouth. Right down to your digesting mechanisms. I could still feel the aftertaste right now. It just tastes right. It tastes like home. The chicken, the sauce, the veggies. There's even an egg. This is the one. It's beautiful. W Muar.